The Kenyan politics are taking a new dynamic where the Mount Kenya people currently should stay away from the presidential seat and the deputy presidential seat. Why am I saying that, and why am I coming up with the story that I'm bringing to you right now? Mother Karua, as of today, having an interview at Radio Hot 96, she has revealed some certain ones that really makes us understand the dimension of the politics that we are going to have ahead of the 2027 general election in regards to the opposition. And I can really say that it's about time that the Mulima people gets away from the national politics. I mean, gets away from the top seats. The people of Kenya have been led from the year 2002 to the year 2022 by the Kikuyu people, by the Mount Kenya people. It's not about hate nor about tribalism. But these people have not always made it there to the top because they have, they have a lot of numbers. It's because they have formed some certain alliances that have seen them become relevant in the politics of the Republic of Kenya. Mother Karua, the People's Liberation Party leader, today uh, has maintained that she will not be a presidential running mate in the 2027 general elections. Speaking on Thursday, Karua said if she is not the presidential candidate, she would rather support whoever her team will be backing. I quote her, "Personally, I have said if I'm not a candidate, I am not going to be deputy. The deputy business I added in the year 2022 elections," she said on Hot 96. Now, Karua said that while she is working with other opposition politicians, they are looking at having a coalition. She said the coalition will then choose whoever, will then choose who their presidential candidate will be, and that if it will not be her, she will fully back the person that will be picked, and she won't accept to be the presidential running mate. And I quote her, "Rigathi Gachagua, Kalonzo Musyoka, and Eugene Wamalwa, those are my friends. We have worked together and we are looking at a possibility of having a unified outfit. We shall decide on one candidate, and if I will not be and if it will not be me, I will fully support whoever it will be. I remember there is only one president and one deputy president position." Karua first made a stance on not deputizing anyone known in January, insisting that she was done with the business of playing number two. During the launch of a rebranded party, however, she said it does not mean she would not support any other candidate. The former justice minister said she does not have to be in the ticket of the side she will support. I quote her. I may have said I may have said I don't want to be deputy, but that doesn't mean I cannot support another candidate. I don't have to be in that ticket, but I will put my 100% commitment if I am not the candidate to deliver the victory to Kenyans. We must liberate ourselves from economic oppressions, she said. Now, in the last general election, Mother Karua was Azimio la Umoja presidential candidate Raila Amolo Odinga's running mate. She later announced her exit from Raila Amolo Odinga's outfit when Raila Odinga started working with President William Ruto in exchange for the government support in his bid to become the next African Union Commission chairman. Karua unsuccessfully vied for the presidential seat in the year 2013 and in the year 2017. She unsuccessfully sought to become the governor of Kirinyaga in 2017, losing to Anne Mombi Waigoro. And she proceeded even to court to challenge Anne Mombi Waigoro's win. Now, why is this very important to to the people of the Republic of Kenya at a time that Mother Karua is saying that she will not be the running mate of Kalonzo Musyoka, because we all know that the presidential candidate from this coalition will be Kalonzo Musyoka. In this coalition, we have Mother Karua, Kalonzo Musyoka, Rigathi Gachagua, Eugene Wamalwa, and Fred Matiang'i. Now, in this alliance, when we look at all the dynamics surrounding these people, we all see that only one person that can really be a running mate to Kalonzo Musyoka come the year 2027. But when you look, that is Fred Matiang'i. But when you look at the base of operation for Fred Matiang'i, it tells you something else, that there will be a divided loyalty in the Kisii votes, because if Matiang'i becomes Kalonzo Musyoka's running mate, and the other person, the former CJ, David Maraga, is running and he is, a native from Kisii land, then people will follow Maraga, and people will believe in Maraga more than they will believe in Matiang'i, and they will follow Maraga. So, to neutralize this thing, we all know that the Kisii votes are about 2 million votes. Go to the Mulembe Nation. Mulembe Nation has a total of about 5 million to 7 million votes. It is the second largest community in Kenya after the Kikuyu. And to tap on these votes, they have to pick a candidate that, to pick a deputy presidential candidate that comes from Mulembe Nation. Why am I saying this? President William Ruto has been counting on taking over the Mulembe Nation. President William Ruto, if he is given the benefit of doubt by Raila Amolo Odinga, and Raila supports him, he believes that he can take the Nyanza region and the Western region all combined, and that we all can be sure William Ruto will become the president of the Republic of Kenya for the second term. But according to the opposition, the decision that they have made of, that Gachagua will not be on the ballot papers. Mother Karua has revealed that she will not be on the ballot papers. Now, these people, if they walk out of ballot papers, that means that the Mount Kenya region won't be contesting for either the presidential candidate nor the deputy presidential candidate. They will only be kingmakers. I want you to listen to a certain clip of one political analyst from Bunge la Mwananchi Jivaji Gardens, and also he is an activist by the name of Robert Kiberenge. I want you to listen to Kiberenge's statements so that you will understand where we are heading with this story.
Yes, hawakupigia shukuru. Alipata tu kura za Waluhya. So that was the first victory. Alafu zimekuja zingine zikifuatana. So mimi naona watu wa Mulima, in fact in this election tunaenda, watu wa Mulima hawafai wapatikane kama presidential candidate ama running mate. Hawafai wapatikane hapo kabisa. Watu wa Mulima inafaa play role ya kingmaker kwa hiyo election tunaenda. Purely kingmaker. Rigathi Gachagua inafaa kuwa tu kingmaker. Asiulize chochote. So that after a government is formed, obviously watu wa Mulima watapatikana kwa cabinet. But kitu ya president na running mate kwa sababu kitu.
Now, what I am telling you is that this sentiment of Kiberenge is really backed by a lot of people. And Kenyans are saying it's about time the Mulima people to stay away, and I mean it, to stay away from the national politics. They just become kingmakers. Right now, their hatred is against William Ruto. Their betrayal that William Ruto served to them is hot. And the reason why the Mulima people will make the next presidential candidate is because right now they know, tukiweka candidate wetu hapo kama presidential candidate, hatutokuwa na nafasi. Tukiweka running mate wa kutoka kwetu, hatutokuwa na nafasi. So currently, let's just be kingmakers. Let's walk out of the national politics. Sisi tuunge serikali ya wale ambao wanakuja mkono. And that is why I have said, the only person that will be the running mate, and that has a proven record of opposing this government, and that can be the next deputy president of the Republic of Kenya under the said opposition governance, is none other than, listen to this. I will also make sure that you listen to some sentiments that were made by this man, Kiberenge, and you will understand the reason why we are saying this. Now listen.
Zingine zikifuatana. So mimi naona watu wa
Now, leave about that. There is a certain clip that I want you to listen to.
Wanaangalia sana na piki natembea kwa running mate wake. Huyu mtu ambaye ako na kitu inaitwa Tawe movement na anaitwa Natembea. Kama mtu atapiki Natembea kwa running mate wake, na kuambia huyo mtu atakuwa amefagia kura ya Western. Kwa sababu Natembea.
Yeah. The only person that can become a running mate to Kalonzo Musyoka come the year 2027 is George Natembea. George Natembea, we all accept that he is a one-term president. One-term governor. He is serving his first term as the governor of Trans Nzoia County. He is the second most performing governor of Trans Nzoia County. So how can we be sure that the people of Mulembe Nation are going to vote for Kalonzo Musyoka and the opposition come the year 2027? Is to have somebody on either presidential ticket or the deputy presidential ticket. We all know that they don't have a presidential candidate. They don't have somebody with the qualifications of putting them as their presidential candidate. On this coalition, we have Eugene Wamalwa, but we all have said that Eugene Wamalwa is a mobilizer, is somebody that is needed there to see things run smoothly, but he is not as aggressive in terms of politics as Natembea is. Are we together? So right now, Natembea is the best choice of a running mate for Kalonzo Musyoka. Now, listen. If Mother Karua and Rigathi Gachagua backs this movement, and Natembea is there, and the Kamba people are behind Kalonzo Musyoka, we all should be sure of the win of opposition come the year 2027. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because we all know, yes, Raila Amolo Odinga is out of the picture right now. Raila Amolo Odinga has proven beyond reasonable doubt that he will be working with William Ruto. But let me tell you one thing. The people of Mombasa are tired with William Ruto. They won't vote for William Ruto because Raila Amolo Odinga said so. Only a few elements from Nyanza region will vote for William Ruto. Why am I saying a few elements? These people, if they don't wake up, about 700,000 of them never voted for Raila Amolo Odinga back in the year 2022, and we knew that Ruto won with 200,000 votes. If those 700 people had voted, Raila Amolo Odinga would be the president, but they refused kuamka kupigia kijana wao kura. You tell me that sasa ndio wataamka wakapigia wakapigia William Ruto kura wakati Raila Amolo Odinga yupo kwa ballot papers? Hapo mtakuwa mmepotoka na mtakuwa mumejiosha nyinyi wenyewe. Now, George Natembea will deliver the Mulembe votes to Kalonzo Musyoka. Why am I saying this? If we go back to the year 2002, when Kaluki Njilu sat down with Mwai Kibaki, they formed the NAK. Now that coalition that they formed, they went ahead to look on a way forward on how they can form a government and how they can win. They knew with Kibaki as the presidential candidate, they have the vote of the Mount Kenya people. Now they realized that if we have the Kamba votes here, Kaluki Ngilu will deliver the Kamba votes to that coalition. She did deliver, and Kalonzo Musyoka joined. One factor that was missing and that could have formed a coalition that would make Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta a president back in the year 2002 was the Mulembe Nation. But Kaluki went and called, Kijana Wamalwa into this coalition. When Kijana came, all the people of the Luya Nation came behind Kijana Wamalwa. And that is when everybody else stayed aside. Mother Karua akaondoka kwa hiyo tiketi, Charity Ngilu akajiondoa, they just became kingmakers, and then they said that kijana wa Malwa will be the running mate of Mwai Kibaki, and that is how they won the election. Raila Amolo Odinga was opposing his movement, but he saw that there is no way huko KANU wanaweza shinda na hata yeye hawezi run for president ashinde, kwa sababu alikuwa amepoteza the previous election of the year 1997. He thought after his father lost in the year 1992 yeye akirun 1997 atashinda, but akashindwa. So he came 2002, akaona there is no any other option, and that is when he decided to say Kibaki tosha. Not because Raila loved Kibaki, it's because circumstances forced Raila to support Kibaki. He saw that there is no way hata nikisupport Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta tutashinda hizi kura. Alafu he saw the betrayal that came with Moi picking Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta as the presidential candidate. So he decided kusema Kibaki tosha. But he knew already Kibaki alikuwa ameshatosha wakati kijana wa Malu alishaingia kwa hiyo movement. So when he came in, Raila Amolo Odinga is when they formed the Rainbow Coalition, the NARC Kenya. Tuko pamoja. That is what is going to happen here. In the year 2026, George Natembeya will step down as the governor of Trans Nzoia. He will join the ticket of Kalonzo Musyoka. Tuko pamoja. Na hapo, these people will sweep down this country. And Matiang'i will be here. Mother Karua will be here. Rigathi Gachagua will be here. And Eugene Wamalwa will be here. I tell you, this movement will sweep William Ruto off his feet. And that is when William Ruto will realize that he has no, hawezi shinda na Raila Amolo Odinga. Mtamsikia amekuja kwa hii coalition very soon. Nyayo kwa sasa, make sure una subscribe na uachie maoni yako kwenye comment section.